Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode. Last one of January 2023. We had our monthly meet today, and I had a whole other stuff pulled aside for this video today, and then I had such a good monthly meet that I decided just to do an old-fashioned haul video. I'm going to show you everything that I got at the meet. Well, with exception of one item. I did get, this did not come from that. This was sent to me through someone who contacted me through Instagram along with a note, and it's fantastic. So it just says, it's always exciting to find a chase in the wild, but I am really excited. This one is finding its proper home. If you can find a way to incorporate the 1964 Barracuda being placed in its respective display slot on an upcoming video, that would be really cool to see. Good luck in all your auto world endeavors, and we will do it in a video. It's not going to be in this video, but this is the last piece that I needed for 2017 release 4. For some reason, this Ultra Red has eluded me for a long time. And they just never pop up on eBay. I never see them there. I never see them anywhere. So, Cooper, his Instagram's private. I don't know if I should share that or not, but whatever. He contacted me after watching my room tour video and sent this to me. So, very appreciative. Thank you very, very much for this piece. We will be doing, of course, the quintessential Auto World full series video for that series. I still have to do one for another series yet as well. Which one is that? Like 2022 release 1? Yeah, I have to do that one yet too. So we have 2 Auto World videos I got to get through yet. But we will do that, and we will put that in its home. And I'm super stoked for that. All right, so let's get into what I got today. Nice and fresh. Let's start with the mistakes that I've made. And by that, stuff that I picked up that I found out I already have. Okay. I used to be really on top of it. I've mentioned this a lot. It's not that my memory is slipping. It's that it's reached, I think, capacity at this point. To be able to remember every single little piece that I have in my collection, I think I'm at the limit of being able to remember. And I have spreadsheets and stuff like that, but service wasn't real good at the place, and I'm trying to, look through the spreadsheet and whatever. So I ended up picking up a couple things that, frankly, I'm just gonna end up bringing to the next meet and maybe selling because I don't need them. So I got these 3 Diablos. I thought for sure I would need one of the wheel variations of that red one, and I wasn't sure if there was a weird wheel variation on this purple one. Well, it turns out I have all 3 of them. So there you go. It is what it is. And then this Monopoly van. So by the way, all these prices were so good and cheap, and there was tons of people looking at these tables. There was a person there like blowing out his entire collection. So, you kind of had to act fast. I couldn't dilly-dally because someone else might have scooped up what I was looking at. So that's why I didn't really get to take my time. But this Monopoly van, I have it. So don't need that. This Firebird, I have it. I'm pretty sure I have it. I got to double check. And once I got to look at the spreadsheet, it said I had it. I will take a peek just to make sure. So those are the mistakes I made. Now the ones that I duplicated on purpose, meaning I already have them, but I ended up getting them anyway because the price was good, and I was like, and I have problems. One being this. I thought I would keep one of these packaged and hang on to it for a rainy day. I just think that this piece maybe down the line will be kind of a hard one to get. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But this is the Mio exclusive Sylvia Super Silhouette. It's limited to 4,200 pieces on the Miho side. I don't know how many worldwide there are. But in this packaging, 4,200 pieces. But whatever. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to put it in a box. And it's going to sit there for a while. The other thing I picked up that I purposely duplicated, well, I should say triplicated, because I think I have 3 of these now, is this black Trans Am from, 2022 release 2 from Auto World. This is my hoarding problem. And then this I mean, I don't think any of you would pass this up, or maybe you guys would. I don't know. But the price was really good on this one, and I picked up this Auto World LED sled. This is cool. Okay, I was going through some not really financial issues or whatever, but there was a time when I didn't have some money to spend, and that was right when these were coming out. So otherwise I would have bought more than one of these, but I only bought one. So I have one. It's loose, and now I've got a carded one to complement it. I've got a carded one of the black version of this, and I have 3 of the Ultra Reds. I have a loose one and 2 carded ones. So this one is going into the Auto World vault. Which one day I will open up that vault and I will show you everything that's in there, and you can yeah, see what kind of mental deficiency I have. All right, so that's the stuff I duplicated on purpose, the stuff I duplicated on accident. Now let's get to the stuff that I did good on. And that is, we got a couple more Johnny Lightning Firebirds. We got this guy. I did not have this one, this blue Firebird. I believe this is a Toys R Us exclusive from Firebird Release 3 in this blue color. I'm not really sure on that, but yeah, there's that. And then the Project in Progress Firebird. So these we're gonna open all these up. This is sweet from Johnny Lightning. Been wanting this for a while. I almost have every single one of this casting that's come out, at least in the past. I don't know. There's some newer ones I think I still need to get, but there's that. Sticking with Firebirds for a moment, I got this green light. 2008 Club exclusive Northern Kentucky F-Body Association in blue. That's a sweet piece. And then I've got this one from County Road Series 2. This one looks awesome. That's a fantastic looking version of this car. Really happy to have found this one. It's in, the card is like an absolutely perfect card. Whatever, the blister, whatever it is. It's an absolute pristine condition, but we're gonna cut it open. And then, so that was those. Do we have any more Firebirds? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I got this old Matchbox Renault. That's pretty neat. That's different. The scores I got today, I'm just telling you the prices on these things. Oh, I did good. I did really good. The first thing I picked up, actually, were these. Hot Wheels. Vintage Racing. Okay. Yeah. Very cool. So we got the Parnelli Jones 70 Ford Mustang Boss 302, 65 Ford Galaxy iMotors, and we got a 74 Plymouth Duster. I don't even want to tell you what I paid for these, so I'm not gonna. So I apologize, but I'll just tell you, I got them really cheap, super cheap, like what I think was really, really cheap anyway. So really, really good. So, and by the way, I should also mention, like, this whole haul that you're seeing here, I actually made money at the meet. So I didn't spend any money. Like, I've made money with the stuff that I sold. And then we got Drag Strip Demons. I picked up these. Didn't have any of these, so that's good. Scored there. So we will take a look at those. And then, speaking of Drag Strip Demons, I did pick up a set of the newest Car Culture series right here. So we're going to open up those. That's going to be fun too. And then I got this weird Racing Champions Custom Dreams Lowrider Lincoln Continental. I think this is the last thing I picked up. That's pretty cool. And then I got 2 Hot Wheels. I got this white Mercedes-Benz 500E, which I think is like some sort of store color exclusive. I'm not sure. It's got a D case on it. I don't know. Someone said something about it. And then I've got this Super Silhouette Red Edition. Pretty sweet. Got that from my buddy John. And then I got an Ultra Red. Scored that guy. Pretty awesome. And then lastly, actually, this is the last thing I grabbed. SC Diecast, Oldies Junkie 77. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him on Whatnot. He's going to be selling on Whatnot actually tonight, I believe. So check out them. And he just gave me this to show in a video. So you take this, put it in a video, give me a shout out. So there you go. Oldies Junkie 77 on eBay and Whatnot. SC Diecast is naming them on Facebook. They're pals of mine, good people. And we got this. I don't even know, what is this set called? It's like some sort of Japanese JDM set with 6 cars in it. We're going to open it up, of course. It's got the Datsun Custom 240Z in it. That's the one I really wanted. So, whatever. We're going to open that up. So, we got a lot of stuff actually to go through. Let's go ahead and flip this camera around. At least some of the stuff I showed you, I'm not going to open. So, that'll save us a little bit of time, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, let's start with this cute little Matchbox super fast here in this nice little 1-car bubble. These things are kind of neat. I don't know. I always thought about maybe getting a bunch of these and storing cars like this. I just don't know. Does anybody use these? How convenient is this? I mean, I guess you got to stick them in a box then together. And they do seem to like stay. I don't know. Maybe this would be a good option. Kind of small. I don't think they'd fit, like larger casting, obviously. But maybe they make them in different sizes. If anybody's got experience with these, let me know. All right. It looks like somebody did some detailing on their own on this. I'm just noticing that now. We've got what appears to be some silver paint or marker that someone made headlights with. That's kind of unfortunate, I guess, because I'd like it to be more, I don't know, stock. So maybe I can remove that. I may try. Maybe try a little rubbing alcohol on it and see what happens. So this has an opening back. It's a little Renault. And it's kind of cool. So Matchbox, Renault STL, made in England, 1978. Little car. Rally Le Car. Rally Le Car. Cool. All right, digging that. For you people that like old Matchbox, you might think that is a neat thing. I don't know if that's rare, or I have no idea. I don't know what the value is on that or any of that. So, all right, one more one-off kind of thing here. We got this weird Racing Champions Lowriders Custom Cruisers 65 Lincoln Continental issue 22. So these are not as nice as your like Revell or whatever lowriders, in my experience, but some of them are kind of cool. I'm kind of interested just to see what this is going to look like, so I picked it up. The packaging is pretty roached. It's all scuffed up and stuff. That's what happens with the clamshell packaging. So clamshell's nice, right? Because you don't have to worry about soft corners of the cards and stuff like that. But what can happen too is like it goes in and out of a box and stuff like that. It just gets scuffed up. It gets pretty nasty. So there's just no, I guess, perfect way to keep your collectibles safe. This is like a sticker almost. It's got some bounce. Can you see that? Cool. That's really sticky. We're going to put that right back on the card here. Custom Cruisers. Let's check out the car. Kind of interesting way to package these. And let's take a peek at it up close. Look at that. Look at that hood ornament on there. Ooh. El Diablo. Alright, so this thing is kind of neat. It's metal, metal base, metal body. It's got an opening hood, obviously, with a gold engine. Shut that hood. Shuts good. Kind of cool. I don't know. I bet you this is kind of close to 164 scale, too. Racing Champions, a lot of times their toolings can be bigger than 164. I think this thing might be pretty close to what a Lincoln Continental would be. So, some decent detailing there. Yeah, it's not the coolest piece ever, but it's kind of neat. Not too bad. Gold rims, kind of gold up there for the hood ornament. I kind of wish it had gold, like, bumpers and stuff. I think that would look a little bit better than the chrome with the gold. Should have made it gold all around. In my opinion. Got some sort of a flamage going on the side here in a blood red color. I think it rolls really nice. So I guess that's cool. All right. Nifty. Let's go on. Let's do Firebirds. We got 2 Johnny Lightnings. God, looking at this blue one, I like think that I already have it. And I didn't check, I just looked at my spreadsheet. So it's very possible I didn't update my spreadsheet, screwed it up, and I actually do already have it. But you know what? I got it so cheap that it really doesn't matter. If I duplicate it, I duplicate it. Big deal. I could probably get my money back on it loose at the next meet. Just the way it is. All right. Let's open it up. So before Auto World existed, I'm going to say this was probably the best Firebird tooling from Johnny Lightning. So it's pretty nice. Blue Fire Chicken looks good. The main problem with this particular casting is oftentimes the hood doesn't want to sit down and shut completely flat all the time. This one's pretty decent, so it's not too bad. Some of them can be not great, though. The other, maybe like a small gripe, would be this plastic piece that makes up the back end of the car here. Sometimes doesn't look all that great. Other than that, it's pretty good. This one has plastic tires, so it slips on this tile here. Otherwise, it would roll pretty good. All in all, it's a casting I collect. So, and I really am nearing the finish line. Now, I'm not talking about the white lightnings and stuff. I obviously don't have all of those, but this was one piece I thought was going to be really tough to get a hold of. It is this Street Freaks Project in Progress car from Johnny Lightning, and these older Project in Progress releases always kind of went for a little bit of a premium. And what is the date on this sucker? 2004. So it's getting up there in age. 100% die-cast metal Bonnie and chassis. Collect them all. This one comes with the card. Project in Progress. And then these were neat because there's a lot of little details in them. Yeah, it looks like what I guess a Project in Progress would look like. This one also has plastic wheels. Metal body, metal base. It's the same casting as the one we just looked at. And opening hood, of course. The hood shuts nice on this one, which is good. This can be an expensive piece, actually, still, if you're trying to find it on eBay. It can be one that kind of is a tough one to find, and it can be kind of pricey. I got it for, I think, $5, so I am not upset with that at all. And gosh, like I'm having like a weird deja vu thing where I may already have this. So I've just gone completely bonkers here with knowing what I have and not knowing what I have and duplicating stuff. But whatever. If, like I said, it was $5. So if I did duplicate it, I'm almost 100% positive I never got this before. I remember bidding on one and maybe I lost, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Whatever. I need to audit the castings I collect, get an update on where I really am with them. But yeah, lots of little details here in this one with the mismatched wheels. So you can see that wheel there, that wheel there, and the different colored trunk lid thing here, and some primer stuff or Bondo or whatever's there. Whatever that's supposed to represent. It's really cool. Anyways, what I'm saying. So, digging that for sure. Let's go to Greenlight. We got Greenlight. These ones I'm pretty sure. This one I know for sure I don't have. This one, the County Roads one, I'm having like second thoughts on whether I got it or not. I'm pretty darn sure I don't. I gotta be kind of close to getting all the versions of that too. But this Greenlight in 87 Trans Am casting is a nice one from Greenlight. It's older. When did this come out? 2008, this particular version. So this is like a commission piece from the Northern Kentucky F-Body Association. It's got a number of 526 on the bottom. You can tell it's an older Greenlight because of the way that it is. No, because it's only, it's limited to only 1536. So this is a pretty limited piece. Card's not, or the card bubble, blister, whatever, what have you, is not in great shape. It's a little bit yellowed, it's a little bit discolored, and it's scuffed up, and that's, like I said, what happens with these things, so to be expected. But here is the piece. You can tell it's an older Greenlight. What I was going to say is because it's got a green painted post. And all of the older Greenlight had that front rivet that was painted. So here it is. It's in kind of a metal flake blue. It's got a little bit of, well, is that metal flake or that dust? That's like dust inside the package. So never mind. It's not metal flake blue. Got an opening hood, detailed engine. Keep that if you can see that. And CincySpeed.com, Northern Kentucky FBA. Oh, it's an evil Trans Am. It's an evil Trans Am. Well, maybe it can hang out with this guy. They can be evil together. Anyway, it's a cool piece. It's blue. I like it. I like, though, this next one a lot better. This County Roads one, I mean, this just looks great. I'm gonna take some pictures of this one for sure. This one's gotta get some sweet photos taken of it. This 1988 Pontiac Firebird Formula 350 County Roads Series 2. This has to be pretty old. 2009, so not quite as old as the F-Body Association one, but predates my collecting days. And these Series 2 County Roads, some older Greenlight stuff can actually command quite a bit of dollars on the old ePay website. And this thing is nice. I would argue this may be the best of this generation Trans Am in my entire collection. This one right here. And it's an older Greenlight, so it's the quality control was really good back then. Probably because they could afford. They were made in smaller numbers. So 3282. I don't know what it's limited to, so I can't really comment on that. Copyright date for the casting is 2007, so this could be very well like the first release of it. I don't know if it is or not, but there's no good source for Greenlight. What is the deal with that? There used to be like that ZA3 website. There's nothing. Like, where do you guys go to find out? Like, if you're like, I want to collect every variation of this Firebird, what reference do you use? Is there one? If someone knows, let me know. If someone collects these and has a reference for the specific casting, or the other Firebird castings from Greenlight, or the GTOs, let me know. Because as far as I know, there's nothing. This is a sick car, though. I am, yeah, definitely loving this one. That's a beauty. That easily enters as one of my favorite Greenlight in my collection. Right there. That is nice. Very nice. All right. All right, what do we got? Let's do an Auto World real quick. We might as well bust open this Ultra Red. Why not? So I'm still missing the Cadillac and the Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack from 2022 release 3. So I'll need those two yet to complete the set, but this one will get me one car closer. And it, of course, is the Pontiac Grand Prix Royal Bobcat 1964. That came right off. I love the Ultra Reds in this series because I think they look great. Well, for one reason is that we have black tires, and that's great. I don't really dig on the colored tires. The other reason is the white rims. I think the white rims look awesome. I actually think they look really good. With this Ultra Red, of course, paint color on the body. And, of course, we got Ultra Red interior on this one and an Ultra Red base. And that's your traits for this series. And overall, this one looks really good. So, cool. I just need to get two more. The Cadillac and that Challenger. And then this set will be complete. But what do you think about this? And this is a good set. This is a good series from Auto World. I was really impressed with this series. This is one of the ones, too. It does not have a square body in it. You know, sad for you square body guys, but it's about time, really. Let's be honest. For an Auto World set not to have one. Really, really cool. So I'm always excited to add an Ultra Red, check an Ultra Red off the collection. Really, the only chase cars that I collect are these. And just always fantastic. And this release is great. So, loving that. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Next, what shall we look at? Let's go vintage racing. I told you guys I wasn't going to tell you what I paid for these, but I will. All right. I got them for $15 a piece. And I think that is a good deal. So you're looking at that right there. This cost me $45 for these three cars total. Which again, I made my money back, so it didn't really matter. But I was really happy to score these. The cards are in pretty good condition. Not that it matters because, you know, we're going to open them. This was the one I was most excited to get. This is like a casting that I collect, and I just thought I'd never get one of these at cheap, and that was pretty cheap as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, we'll kind of open them in. Let's open them in an order here. This would be my least exciting one, I think, for me anyway, would be this 1974 Plymouth Duster Mopar Missile in black. If you're not familiar with this vintage racing series, well, that's okay, because I'm not really, okay? I mean, I know about it. I don't know what would constitute a full set of this. I don't know every single release from it. We got a date of 2010 on here. I know that there is one particular vintage racing model that is, you know, the Datsun 510. That is like the one from the set that would command ridiculous dollars. But I know none of the ones in the set are cheap. So here's this black Plymouth Duster Mopar Missile. Gold rims. Full deco. Well, at least tampons and all. Ooh, we got a crooked tail light on the back. Womp womp. Well, whatever. We'll just say maybe it like tapped the wall. You know, doing a burnout or something. It'll hit the corner there. I don't know. Sure, that's what we're gonna say happened to this, the Mopar Missile. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I'm not really familiar with this casting at all. So it's a Plymouth Duster. 2010 is the date on the bottom of it. So we're just gonna check it out. Got that little hood dealy ram air kind of thing there. Whatever blower. You guys know I'm stupid when it comes to really knowing a ton about cars. I know a little bit, okay, but people call me out on it. That's okay. 1965 Ford Galaxie iMotors, My Motors, I'm guessing. Junimai. So, yeah, Ford Galaxie cast. This is a nice casting. I like this casting. Let's go ahead and open this up. Always afraid to opening up older Hot Wheels premium stuff. that have been on blister forever. If there's going to be some package rubbing on the other side. And so far we're doing okay. The paint on this one's not great, though. You can see it's got some orange peelage going on. So that's not quite fantastic, but it's still cool to get this car. It's like a hair in the paint over here. Yeah, it's definitely like a hair in there. Whatever. It, very, very cool. My Motors, Galaxy. What we got for datage on the bottom of here? 2010, copyright date on that casting as well. Very, very cool. So, still a score. That's a score. And then this is the one, of course, I was very, very excited about. The 70 Ford Mustang Boss 302 in yellow. Let's go ahead and open these up. It's funny because the seller I got these from, the guy that was set up here, he had these in a row with some other drag strip demons and stuff like that. I'm like, well, how much are the cars in this row? And he said 15 bucks each. I'm like, okay, well, hang on. Let me pick up these 3 right away. And then I went back around to his table to see what else he just had put out, because he was still kind of putting stuff out. We weren't quite like open to the public yet. And then he relabeled everything as $20 each. So whatever, I saved $5 a car right there. And here we go, Ford Mustang. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. This one's got a little like black smudge action going up here. But like I said, I really can't complain for the price I got these for. These things can get very expensive on eBay. Stuff like that. Which is the way that most people end up having to find this stuff. So it just is what it is. All right. So very, very cool. Digging that. Let's go ahead and set my little vintage racing wins to the side here. And let's get into some drag strip demons. We're going to go through the old stuff first, and then we'll do the new stuff. First, we got the Paisano and Matsubara. I probably pronounced that way wrong. 1974 Chevy Vega. Number 11 of 30. Copyright date 2008 on this drag strip demon set. I always pick these up. If I see one and they're a good price, which this I was actually able to just trade. So this guy sells on Whatnot. I forget his name. I really do apologize about that. I should have got his Whatnot seller name so I could guide you guys there. Which, by the way, I still have a link I can give you guys for, if you haven't signed up for Whatnot at all, you should email me, championdjk@gmail.com, and then I will reply to you with a link that if you follow it on a computer, it will definitely get you, I think it's like 10 bucks off your first purchase or something like that. 10 or 15 bucks off your first purchase. Ooh, what's going on with this? There we go. Hey, check it out. I've got an unspun windshield. See that right there? That rivet's supposed to be spun down. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. Yeah, because it allows this windshield just to pop out. That's goofy. But this is very cool. So the Drag Strip Demons series, the original Drag Strip Demons. This is great, actually, that we're going to get to look at this compared to the new ones. And what I really want you to pay attention to is the sharpness in the graphics. And we'll see, you can see how pretty sharp that is. Now, if you get real close, you can see some cross-hatching in there, right? But I don't think it's going to be anything compared to what we're going to see when we open up the new ones. There you go. It's cool. Anyway, what I was saying is, anytime I see these and they are on affordable price, or like I'm able to afford them at that moment, I will go ahead and pick them up. I'll slowly chip away at them. I don't need the whole set. I don't, whatever. It'd be cool to have, but I don't need it. And then here's the Snake Perdome's Black Snake Cuda. This is probably a pretty popular one. So yeah, so Whatnot seller. I'm like jumping all over the place with my narrative here, but Whatnot seller, he really just wanted stuff to sell on Whatnot that he knew he could sell, and he said that like it seems for some reason like your mainline cars and stuff, like you can sell a ton of there and actually make a decent amount of money. So he just really snagged a bunch of that kind of stuff for me. This has got some paint issues on the top, which is too bad. I don't know if I can fix that or not. Let's try that off camera. But from the side, it looks like we're looking pretty good. Down Perdome. Snake. Oh yeah, that's going to come off. Whatever it is. It's like, maybe it's like packaging. I'm not sure. But that will come off. So I'll mess with that a little bit later. I already got some of it off. So we'll be able to save that. Snake 3. This one kind of wants to walk back and forth too. There's a hair in it. This is not for me. Okay. Doesn't want to walk back and forth so much. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Drake Strip Demons. Again, and like I said, the see, look at the printing. Pretty sharp. Pretty sharp on the graphics there. Why does this not want to sit down? There we go. Clicks into place. There we go. All right. This is the one that I thought was the coolest. It's Dave Strickler. Cornet. I like this casting. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, super cool. Super cool. This one is good, except for it does have a weird paint issue again. I was about to say how the quality of these were super good, but this one, it looks like it's got some weird, like, booger right there. See that? That's a piece of metal from the casting. Something's up with that. This side's perfect. No issues. Unless, yeah, I don't know. Was that supposed to be like part of the car? No, probably not. Alright, well, graphically, looks pretty good. Racing Enterprise New York. It's a pretty cool piece. And let's get into the Drake Strip Demon set. This is going to be a long video, guys. Of course it is. Oh, why don't we start with that same casting? 65 Dodge Cornet. Very cool. Alright, so Drake Strip Demons, this is the latest Drake Strip Demons. This is the original Ram Chargers. Card art on these is sick. Really digging that. I love this casting. I think it's awesome. So yeah, I guess that's how you compare. Wait a minute. Why? Dude, like this has that weird, it's not as prominent, but there is that little booger there. What's up with that? There's like a bump right there. It's not on this side at all. Okay. And then on this side it is. And it's same with this one, except for it's way more prominent right here. I wonder if it's got to be something to do with how this casting is produced or the tooling or something. I don't know. So we got a little orange peel in the paint on this one, and this one's got your standard fair kind of dot matrix looking printing that we do see on the car culture nowadays. Interesting. All right, so cool. This is a cool little pair. I'll set these over there. And then what's number 2 in the set? Number 2 is the Volkswagen Classic Bug. The Slug Bug. Card art is just awesome on these. It's a shame sometimes I don't collect them carded, but I guess it is what it is. Alright. Slug Bug. I like the graphics on this one. They look great. I just love that retro, like drag racer, retro racing, all that stuff. All the like graphic design from that like era. It just looks awesome. I just love the look of that stuff. It's really cool. Retro advertising stuff, like all that stuff. It looks really neat. All right. Number 3. The Chevy Nova Gasser, 1964, Mother's Little Helper. Check that out. That is cool. It's really awesome. This is the first time we've seen this one with a metal base, right? This Nova Gaster. Is this a brand new tooling? No, right? Didn't it come out mainline first, and now we're seeing it? See, I'm losing my mind, guys. It's going. It's going. It's the killer tooling, though. It's awesome. Mother's Little Helper. That might be the best one in the set. It's cool. Very, very cool. Digging that. Demons. We don't have the chase, obviously. The chase would be the... Oh, yeah, so the Plymouth Duster. All right, so we were just talking about this, of course, because we got the vintage racing one. The 1973 Plymouth Duster. The Last Stand. So this is cool. I don't know how many other releases there are of this tooling, but this one looks awesome in purple. And, of course, I just showed you it from the vintage racing set right there. Very cool. I got a mess here. All right. Metal Flake purple. Last Stand. Graphically, see, they look okay. But you can see that dot matrix. It's definitely like a different method of producing these graphics. It just seems like the much higher resolution on the older stuff. Different process. All right, last one right here, 33 Willis, the Rust Bucket. Get that open. So this, of course, if you find it in black or whatever, blackish, rusty black, this would be the chase for this set. I kind of wish they wouldn't have picked this one for the chase. Wish they would have picked a different one. In particular, like that one. That's what I would have wanted. I think that would be really cool. But or that little helper. Man, this feels weird. Ugh. Ugh, the texture of this matte finished doesn't feel good. It feels rusty. I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is kind of neat. But man, it's got texture. I don't know, it's like nails on a chalkboard in feel. It feels like a chalkboard, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why, but it's grossing me out. Rust Bucket. Pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I'm digging this. That's cool. That's really neat. It's different. So, definitely cool. All right. What do we have left? Oh, shoot. We still got some stuff here. Just kind of move some stuff aside. And... all right, we're basically at mainline land. We're going to open up this guy real quick first, Mercedes-Benz 500E. In white. Not much to look at there. We've seen it in black already. And then, of course, a red edition. Silhouette. Glad to get this one off the list. You know that 0 of these are going to be left behind. The first person to the case of these and sees the red editions is going to grab every single one of these, and to be honest, I don't blame them. I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing if I ran across them. Would I share them with some friends? Yes, I would. I would do that. I'm nice enough to do that. But would I leave any on the pegs? No, I would not. So there you go. A couple mainline cars. And then lastly, SC Diecast. Shout out to my boys. Oh, and girls. Boy and girl. It's a married couple. Whatever. It's a family. For hooking me up with this guy. 240Z. So you can get these from them. He's got a bunch of them if you're interested in it. We need scissors to open up this package. I don't know what the deal is with these sets. I've never seen them at Walmart, and I thought they were supposed to be sold at Walmart or maybe even Target. But I've never seen them, so I guess they're going to be hobby dealer only. All right, so we got just some mainline goodness here, but pretty good graphics and stuff like that. We got this custom 240Z. Kind of got a brie stripe good thing going on there. BRE. We got 70 Toyota Celica. I like this casting. It's cool. It's an older one. Pretty decent. And we got Honda Civic Type R. Cool car. I'm just not. It doesn't excite me very much, especially with these wild Type R graphics all over the place. The Mazda RX-7. Digging this one in gold. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. And then what do we got? A Subaru WRX STI. Blue. Looking pretty good. And we got our Skyline. 1982 flavor. Is this basically just a re-release of one that we've already seen? Isn't it? Did it come with these wheels on it? Maybe it came with different wheels on it. I'm trying to remember. The first release of this casting. Is it the same as this? Or is there a difference? Again, I don't have a memory. I'm relying on yours. So yeah, and that's it for this set. I don't know how much these things cost because you gave it to me. So I apologize about that. But if you're interested in one of these, the packaging's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool little box set. So, you know, hit up SC Diecast if you want one of these. Tell them I sent you. That would be great. All right, so I don't know. Highlight of the day. I mean, I got that Ultra Red that I didn't show again in this segment of the video. I showed it in the previous segment that was given to me. That was definitely the highlight, I would say. Other than that, like the favorite car that I added to my collection might just be this one, this green light for once. It's beautiful. So I am definitely digging on that. All right, guys, thanks again for watching another Diecast Weekly episode, another long one. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and have yourself a good day. Bye.